This episode of Soldier Knows Best is brought to you by Netflix. Hey, what's up guys, Soldier Knows Best here. This is my review of the Dyson DC39 multi-floor vacuum cleaner. Now Dyson promises this is a vacuum cleaner that not only looks really good, but also performs very well and turns on a dime with their new ball technology. So I'm gonna go over the design of the hardware and how much this thing sucks, hopefully in a good way. So we're gonna jump right into the review with the design. Now this is the most beautiful vacuum cleaner I've ever seen. It has very nice curves, it's very sexy. I mean, this you'll be very proud of this with your girlfriend. And honestly, there's probably some videos on the internet of people using vacuum cleaners at his girlfriend. That's another story though. But anyway, this thing looks very stylish, but also is very functional as well. And this vacuum cleaner does weigh about 16 pounds, which when you do pick it up, the weight is evenly distributed, so it's not too heavy at all. And also too, it does feature their new ball technology, which allows you to turn on a dime. So when you are moving this vacuum cleaner and using it on whatever surface, carpet or hardwood floor, the way it works is one side, if you need to turn left, only one side of the ball will actually like rotate and you can actually see it. And if you need to turn right, of course, one side will rotate. And I do all my testing. I never had it tip over or anything like that when I need to drag it around on the floor behind me. So the ball technology does work. It also does have an adjustable wand, which actually has a couple things on the handle itself, which will make your life a lot easier. So you accidentally run over a sock or something like that that's on your floor. I've done that many times, even though I see it there. I'm too lazy to pick it up. But it has a little button there where you can kind of release the suction and then bend down and get the sock. Sometimes the sock will just fall up by itself, but you don't have to actually turn off the entire machine like some older vacuum cleaners may have you do. It also does have a turbine head controller, so when you are moving from the carpet or to the floor, if you want to be a little bit more delicate on hardwood floor or something like that, you can hit that button or that trigger and it'll actually make the suction just a little bit less, but still effective. Now the container itself is going to be keeping all of your dirt and filth and grime, you nasty people, I'm just playing, but the container itself is a nice size container and it features their radial cyclone technology where you just be seeing all the dust particles and hair and all that stuff flow around the container as it starts capturing everything. It's really nice to see. It's like a little tornado inside of there. But when you are ready to go empty it out, this is a bagless container, which is great. You just need to hit one button, to detach it from the vacuum cleaner itself. And you walk over to your trash can and then you're ready to empty out. Now this is a two-handed operation, which I like to see a one-handed operation with this, but you do need two hands and you hit the button and all the dust should fall out in your trash can. Now, one problem I did run across is that this container is kind of big. So if you do have a smaller trash can, you may have a problem getting it all the way in there to release the dust. You may have to release it a little bit towards the top. And sometimes all of the dirt doesn't empty out of the canister because it may get stuck behind some of the different grooves and little nooks inside of the canister itself. So you may need to actually get your hand in there, which could be a problem for people with allergies. And in addition to being bagless, this vacuum cleaner does feature a lifetime HEPA filter, which is washable, so it's great. So you don't need to replace this filter at all throughout the duration of this vacuum cleaner. And they recommend you wash it probably, I think, like once a month so you can get all the dirt out there. But I think the filter does a really good job. And also does feature a retractable cord, so it does reach a very, very long way to get to your electrical outlet, but when you're ready to reel it in, just press a button and it'll go ahead and suck right back into the vacuum cleaner. And so overall, I would say the hardware is top of the line. Every little button, every little functionality of it seems to be very well thought out of. So it not only looks really stylish, but it also is very functional. And now it's going to check out the performance of the vacuum cleaner. So right now I'm just showing you a little demo of me just vacuuming on the carpet. I've laid down, of course, a lot of different things down there. I laid down some rice, laid down some popcorn bits and some cereal, different things like that, and very fine powder of some type of, I don't know, garlic powder or whatever. But anyway, I laid that all on my carpet and the vacuum cleaner handled everything with ease. Now you will notice that this does feature a muscle head floor head. So the head itself is very flexible and it does adjust to different type of floor types. And so its main advantage is that it can just go right under your couch or your table or your chair without you having to stop and adjust anything. So you can go from vacuuming an open part of the floor to going right under your couch to get all that stuff that's trying to hide from you very easily. And with this head being multi-surface, you can go straight from the carpet to the hardwood without really having to adjust at all. Now you do have the option again to adjust the suction flow if you are on hardwood and don't need all that power, but I found that I really didn't need to do that in any circumstance, and I go right from the carpet to the hardwood and back to the carpet, and it continues to perform very well. And its performance does transfer over to if you need to be cleaning out a couch or a chair or some stairs, anything like that. It does come with a brush and a stair tool, and they do a really good job, and they maintain the same type of suction power that you are able to get from just regular vacuuming. And so this vacuum really had no problems with anything that I threw at it. Now I did find sometimes I had little pieces of lint in my carpet. It may just be my particular type of carpet. I did have to go over it a couple times with that head itself. But after a couple times, it seemed to got everything up, and most stuff it just got up in the first pass with no problem. All right, now to my overall opinion about this Dyson DC39 multi-floor vacuum cleaner. Now, I will say this thing does suck in a good way. And again, just like I mentioned before, it does a pretty good job on multiple surfaces from hardwood. If you need to go to marble and back to carpet, it will adjust accordingly. And for most things, it got everything right up on the first try. Now, I will say the overall design is pretty good. The container itself is a little big for my liking. And again, if you have a smaller trash can, it's going to be a little bit weird to kind of use two hands and get it inside of there without having any dust escape. And I also did find while vacuuming, I didn't really see any dust particles escaping, anything like that. You know, sometimes you vacuum in the daytime and you have your windows or blinds open, you can see dust flying around the air. And when I was using this vacuum cleaner, I really didn't see that at all. It had no really type of smell. So this thing is going to be really good for people out there who do have allergies. Now, they do also offer another version, which is, I think, a little different from this version that is more allergy specific. So you can check that out too if you really are really big on allergies. And the price of the DC39 multi-floor edition when it launches here in the United States a little bit later on this month will be $449, which makes it the most expensive vacuum cleaner that I've ever personally used. But I will say, because of the performance and the design and the functionality, even though there's a couple of problems with the functionality of it, I do think this is still one of the top of the line vacuum cleaners out there. Plus, you don't need to buy any more bags or replace the filter, and they do have a 5-year parts and labor warranty thrown on top of that. This vacuum cleaner, I do think, justifies the price. But again, that's going to be up to you in your own personal opinion if you think the same thing. But anyway, guys, it brings the end to my review of this vacuum cleaner. But before we head out of here, let's go take one last look at our sponsor for this video. And today's sponsor is Netflix. Netflix offers the best way to watch movies and TV shows no matter when you want, on your iPad, your cell phone, like an Android cell phone, or your iPhone, or just from your TV set via the Netflix application that you may have on your Xbox 360, PlayStation, or Apple TV. So you can stream from thousands of different movies directly at a press of a button. Don't need to get in your car and go get anything. So if you haven't tried it out yet, you can get a free 30-day trial if you go to netflix.com/soldier. And for all my UK and Ireland viewers, you can now get Netflix as well. You can go to the URLs. I'm gonna put the links down below. You can go and check those out in your particular country. So anyway, guys, go ahead and check it out. Again, netflix.com/soldier. All right, guys, again, thanks for watching this video. Please leave a comment down below about what you think about this vacuum cleaner. And thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you later. Peace. This episode of Soldier Knows Best is brought to you by Netflix. Hey, what's up, guys? Soldier Knows Best here. This is my review of the Dyson DC39 multi-floor vacuum cleaner. Now, Dyson promises this is a vacuum cleaner that not only looks really good, but also performs very well and turns on a dime with their new ball technology. So I'm gonna go over the design of the hardware and how much this thing sucks, hopefully in a good way. So it's gonna jump right into the review with the design. Now, this is the most beautiful vacuum cleaner I've ever seen. It has very nice curves. It's very sexy. I mean, this you'll be very proud of this with your girlfriend. And honestly, there's probably some videos on the internet of people using vacuum cleaners that is a girlfriend. That's another story though. But anyway, this thing looks very stylish, but also is very functional as well. And this vacuum cleaner does weigh about 16 pounds, which when you do pick it up,